And this is the OhioLINK catalog. And OhioLINK is a system within the university system of Ohio that allows students to request books, magazines, journal entries, and I'm talking again about professional journals, from other institutions. So you're here at Columbus State and there's something available at Toledo that would make your paper perfect. You can request it, and if it's a book, they will send it here to Columbus State's library and you can pick it up. So I'm just going to do a quick search. Video games, gun violence, same thing I've been searching for. And it comes back with 6 listings. I'm going to pick one that we haven't looked at before. Notice they're all Detroit Greenhaven Press. That worries me a little bit. We mentioned that earlier about not wanting to get too many books from the same source. This seems to have a lot about violence, and here we have something about video games. Violent video games and aggressive behavior in children are linked. The link between violent video games and youth violence is unproven. And I'm not sure if I found that one earlier. I may have found that earlier as well. But let's just take a look, just for the sake of showing how the system works. Here you notice this is library holdings. If we hit request, oops, I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Library holdings. This is telling me that this is available from the Lorain County Community College and that it is currently available. So we don't have a copy of this apparently from what it's telling me here, and I could request it from Lorain County Community College. What I would have to do is authenticate, and I would do that here by selecting Columbus State Community College. I would submit that information, that I'd have to put in my name and my Cougar ID, which hopefully you have, and my PIN. And I'll show you that really quickly. If we go back to the library website, you can get your PIN here where it says PIN Alert. It goes in and it tells you have to have a PIN to access the library, and if you click on create your PIN here, it lets you do that. So if you don't have a PIN, that's how you can create one, and you could then request this book to be delivered to you at Columbus State. You could also have it delivered anywhere else if for some reason you live closer to another institution, and then you'd pick specifically where you wanted it at. So if you lived in Delaware, you could have it delivered up to the Delaware Learning Center at the new Delaware campus. And you could say, if I don't have this, like today I think is May 20-something, so if I don't have it by May 30th of 2011, I don't want it. So for some reason, if they can't get it to me by then, I don't have to worry about sending it back to them. They can just cancel the request. I'm going to click back and just take a look at 1 or 2 more. And see, these look like the same ones. Let's see if this gives me more options. Now this is telling me, I don't know why they have different listings, because they look like they're the same. Yeah, they're the same book. So at any rate, this is available here as well. But through this listing, and I don't know why it has 2, but here you can see that it's available through a lot of other colleges around the state. Let's see if there's one. This one's School Violence. This is also 2008. This one is not available at Columbus State, but it is available at Cincinnati State and Edison and Lakeland, Ohio Dominican, OU, University of Dayton, Wright State, so we could have this one brought in if we wanted it. And this one has an essay on video games cause aggressive behavior, aggressive and violent behavior in youths. Anything else about video games? I think that's the only one. So I'd want to take a look at it maybe and see what I could find out. And I would just request it again and authenticate Columbus State, enter my information, when I want it by, and they would send it in. So that hopefully gives you something to start with. I would also tell you that if you live here in Columbus, you've got lots of other options available to you. You can use the Ohio State University Library if you like with your Columbus State ID. So if you can't find what you want at Columbus State, you might be able to go there, and that's probably more for you once you're through these basic courses and working on something more centered on your major. So hopefully this helps a little bit. Again, this is just part of the tour of how to do basic research with and this one here is specifically how to do a little bit of advanced search through the library, and hopefully that helps you out. The next thing we're going to take a look at is the research databases, and I'm going to get back to that here in just a moment.